Hi, friends. What's up? Hopefully, everyone is great. Sorry we weren't on yesterday. I was dealing with some personal things. Um, but me and my cast have decided to make it up to all of you, and we're on tonight. It's very weird for me to be on Saturday night playing Dungeons and Dragons because usually it's my off night. I have few and far between of them, but hey, what can you do, right? Friends, if you don't know me, my name is RolltheMisadventures. You can call me Roll. You can call me Misadventures. You can call me RTM. I will be your game master of sorts for this wonderful trip through Nyakin, as I bring my players torment and, um, butterflies and rainbows and happiness. So, let's go say hello to my players, shall we? What do y'all think? Let's do it.
To
Hi, y'all.
yeah, we are 10.
Yes, you should be level
Okay,
10.
well,
Okay, I found
I
it.
didn't know that, so I've got to adjust some things. Lovely.
How's everyone doing?
Doing
Good.
good.
You?
We watched Ricky Gervais and Elmo.
No, we didn't. She
Good
may have
times.
watched
Some of
it,
us-
but not all
Some
of us did.
did.
Good times. So, who remembers what happened last time?
Oh, let me look. I might. It's a crapshoot. Let's see if I remember anything from the last time. It couldn't have been the 15th.
No, it was.
I remember there being a giant crab.
There was a
Well,
giant crab.
that's
Absolutely.
the last one I have. It's 5:15.
I mean, it might have been. I don't know. So, to recall and regale you of your travels, you guys had been in the underwater dungeon that Captain Zalem has easily navigated the waters to you all to, with little to no hardships except for that storm elemental and other things. And you guys did fight a giant crab, a fluke, and a hulk, along with a small little creature who spoke in two-word sentences that you guys found out. Well, you didn't really find out, but he kept saying his name was Ched. And he would not. We tried to talk to him. Maeve tried to talk to him. He would not give you the bow. And you guys seemed to fare fairly well until a giant wave of water came and wiped them all out for all of you guys, sending in the cavalry. Afterwards, you guys headed up, took the potions and headed back up to the ship after talking about Claire being back and welcoming her back to the party. Dalamar, you had a vision. You had a vision of a street filled with lights and what looked like celestial beings all around. You also saw inside of a mountain, and you found what looks like daggers, but they were guarded by some form of a demon. And then what inhabited your nose was the smell of burnt flesh. You heard screams in the distance in your mind, and for a split second, you almost thought you could identify them as Draven. Which would be odd to you guys, because Draven hasn't actually spoken. I mean, he speaks to you in his mind, but he's never actually physically said a word to you guys. You also saw visions of a man that looked like Draven, but they were killing everything in sight. Everything. Men, women, children. Everything.
Oh, not to drink that bottle of berserker juice.
And that's not the Draven you know. Draven only kills things that he has to, and he eats them. As the vision fades, you saw a human male that you assume was the lord of the manor. In his hand is a small dagger, and he hands it to the boy. And as the boy turns to look at you, that's when you notice the young Shadarkai. As the vision fades, Dalamar, you heard only one word. Son. And with that, Raven with baubles, who are you and why do you do what you do?
I'm Raven, and sometimes I know where my baubles are, and sometimes they're in a box, and sometimes I just lose them all together and have to find them after the game. I play Maeve, a Goliath bard, and yeah, that's it. I sing and I play and I do magic and I try to kill things when they try to kill us. And I like pistachio ice cream. Don't make that face. That was really rude.
My name is Maeve. How can I help you? Elfie the little fox, who are you and why do you do what you do?
Evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Elfie the Little Fox, and tonight I will be reprising the role of Dalamar. Dalamar is a high elf sorcerer. Is also the fiance to RolltheMisadventures NPC, Saya. Daenerys, I'm wanting to say is the last name. I hope I said that right. Okay. Loves to jump up and down on her buttons, loves to make her blush, but she gives back to Dalamar just as good as she gets.
Yeah, she does.
Sora DIT, the infamous, who are you and why do you do what you do?
Hello, I am Sorted, and tonight I will be playing the wonderful, wonderful half-elf monk, Triss. And yeah.
And our main man, the focus of the evening, Mr. Cosmic Lion, who are you and why do you do what you do?
I am Cosmic Lion. I play Draven, the Shatterkai Warlock, who, just a guy haunted by his past, and he's been around for a while, and has been cursed with, very specifically, well, I guess we'll get to it. If you know, you know.
We are also missing tonight Claire, the wizard, and Diablo may be along later, who plays, I believe he plays a paladin fighter, I believe. In Maximus, and Claire is usually played by our mystical Val. I, of course, and Roll the Misadventures. Call me Roll, you can call me Misadventures, you can call me RTM. You will hear these fine people call me Turf, and that's fine as well. I will be your GM for the lovely evening of to which I mean fun-filled adventure for all of these fine players, as well as Saya Udolfo Daenerys, the oh god, I believe she's an Asimar cleric. I don't know, I might just lied to all of you. She's an Asimar druid. I was half right on my own characters. This is fine. So
You're testing us. We failed.
Exactly, all of you, including me. So we open tonight. You are traveling back to Tidewater on Captain Zalim's ship. Dalamar, you just had this vision. You have not spoken of it to anyone at this current point in time. Where would you like to start?
Where would I like to start?
Well, I mean the party in general. You haven't spoken to
Okay.
You haven't specifically.
I was about to say, wait a minute, what?
Told anyone about this vision that you have, but the whole party is there on Zalim's ship. So it's more of a general consensus of what do you all want to do. You just were kind of the focus for that.
We could go looking for ice cream.
I mean, you might not want to. I mean, I guess he might have some on the ship. You can definitely ask.
I meant when we reach shore.
You could. That's true. You might meet May though.
It's okay. That doesn't matter. We have Draven.
Fair
Her
point.
conscience.
Her conscience. Yep. Would you like to tell anyone about your vision, Dalamar?
Draven? Draven,
Okay.
when was the last time you saw your dad?
I just look at them and give him an odd look. That's an odd question to just ask randomly, but I never knew my father.
You sure about that?
Yeah, I remember when I was a boy, whenever I asked my mother about it, she would get really upset. And I just didn't push any farther because I didn't want to make her sad.
Interesting, because I just had a vision of a man handing you a dagger and calling you son.
Uh-huh. And what did this man look like, per se?
Like an older version of you?
That can't be. The man you're describing has been dead for almost 90 years.
Things are not always what they seem. Sometimes people go away and it's just easier for others to assume they're dead.
I know he's dead because I'm the one that killed him.
I'm just telling you what I saw.
Look, I don't know what you saw, but 1, he's dead. 2, he was not my father.
Then how do you explain looking so much like him?
Luck of the draw? How should I know? He was human, for fuck's sakes.
Perhaps he had a glamour on. He may not have been exactly what he seemed.
No, he was definitely human, as was the rest of his family.
Which in that case would make you half elf. And raises an eyebrow at him, just like, go ahead, challenge me here.
He's a Sheddark guy. He's not an elf. Draven is.
Okay.
If it makes any difference.
Look, I don't know what you're getting at, and I don't know what to tell you, but what you're saying is impossible. My mother would never stoop that low.
Just food for thought. That's all I'm saying.
Draven walks away, looking visibly upset.
Okay. Maeve or Triss, were either of you kind of hanging around?
Kind of. I follow Draven,
Okay.
and I just walk side by side, where he's going.
I mean, there's not many
And then
places he
finally
can go. He's on a ship, but I get it.
Yeah, but wherever he is.
Mhm.
And then I kind of nudge him and I go, there are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio, than are dreamt of in your philosophy.
Who the fuck is Horatio?
It's from a play. Just, we don't know everything. There's even our wildest dreams cannot encompass everything that exists. You could be 100% right, and so could Dalamar.
Look,
The
only person, let's say for a second, I take into consideration that bastard was my father. The only people who had that information are both dead.
I'm not saying it's true or not true. All I'm saying is that, time does not pass the same on each plane. There's so much that we can't explain. And this was a vision, which could be, a cigar is just a cigar, or it could actually mean something. I would just file it away in your head, know that that was what the vision was, and march on until something either makes sense or doesn't. There's no way you can figure it out. You don't have enough facts. You have a vision, and you have what you were told and what you remember growing up. And those things don't mesh. And you can't make them mesh. And it's like you can't go back to the original sources. You said they've been dead. So there's nothing to do about this situation other than file it away and remember that there was this vision that might actually mean something.
No matter what it is, I can't accept that he was my father, and I definitely can't accept that that other bastard was my brother.
I understand the not wanting to accept things, and you don't have
I
to
don't
right now.
think you really do.
I do. My whole fucking village and my family and everybody was wiped out. I don't want to accept that. But you can't do anything about it. Now, right now, you can't do anything. So you don't have to accept anything. So what I'm trying to tell you is just remember there was a vision, and it might mean something, and who knows what it means, but either it will show up later and hopefully you'll get some clarity, or it won't.
I need to think on this. Please leave me be.
You got it. She turns around, she leaves.
After she closes the door, Raven puts all his force and just punches the wall.
Does Maeve hear it as she's leaving? As she's climbing the stairs or whatever?
How hard are you hitting this wall, Draven?
I am putting my ass in.
Full Harambe send.
I would think probably so. Then yes.
She
Like
goes,
you
"Oh, that's
you
gonna-
hear kind of
that's
his
gonna
like
leave a mark."
wind up and like wah, like screams just out of frustration and what have you.
That had to hurt. She just keeps going.
Yeah, Draven, you kind of pull away and you see your hand is kind of not battered and bruised and bloodied, but you know that'll leave a mark tomorrow.
Draven looks at his bloody hand and has a flashback to when Draven would get hurt working the fields and his mother would patch him up. And from his good eye, just a visible tear going down it.
Okay. All right. Dalamar and Triss, are you guys doing anything more? You see this interaction between Dalamar. You guys see, well, Dalamar, you were there. Obviously, you saw it. Triss, you see the interaction between Draven and Dalamar. You see Draven storm off and maybe go after him. Well, not really go after, but follow after. Just kind of, just you would think to make sure that he's okay. And see if she could do anything for him. And Dalamar and Saya are
Yeah.
both left, and you are all kind of left on the upper deck with Zalem, obviously navigating where you guys need to be.
I think Triss, with her own family problems going on, recognizes that this is probably not a good time to try talking to Draven, and would just give him the space to kind of work it out himself, and figure, when he's ready to deal with things, he'll come talk to the rest of us.
Okay.
Right.
Dalamar, do you want to ask Zalem if he knows anything about the vision you had saw in his travels?
Oh, I've done enough talking for the moment.
Okay. So you guys head back to Tidewater. The trip back to Tidewater, the few days back to Tidewater, is uneventful. If you haven't long rested, you can long rest. And Zalem, anything you want to say to the party as they disembark your ship?
Thank you all so much for traveling with me. Good luck on the rest of your adventures, and should you have need of my services again, please do not hesitate to ask. I wish you the best of luck. And please do take care of yourselves.
Thank you for
And take care of each other.
our safe journey. It's much appreciated.
Well, at least on the ride back. I mean, we did run into that huge elemental on the ride there. Okay.
And we survived.
I mean, fair point. Okay, that's true.
The party is intact.
That's true. Okay, I.
Nobody's missing any limbs. Nobody is, needs revivify or whatever. No, we're good.
That's a fair point. Okay, I take back what I had said. True, fair statement, Maeve. Fair statement. So you guys are back in the town of Tidewater, where you guys met Silencia, and she kind of told you about where to find the past Pearl of Protection.
Motherfucker.
Dalamar, you can probably assume, since it's kind of been the trend, that once you find one of these artifacts that, last time Maeve had the vision of your artifact, and now you're having the vision of what you can only assume to be another artifact. So,
once we disembark the ship, Draven wants to approach Dalamar and the rest of the party.
Absolutely. He may.
Dalamar, I've given some thought to your vision. And if it's like the others that you have all had, I think I know where to start looking for the object.
And where would that be?
Based on the contents of your vision, I can't guarantee it's gonna be there, but the place where I was raised, the place where I made my pact, the ruins of that bastard's manor. The place where I spent the last 90 years in exile.
Thank you for at least giving what I said some thought. I do apologize if I upset you. That was not my intention.
Whatever. To face the past at some point, I guess.
Draven, I remind me again. This is GM talking. You just said pack. You haven't mentioned. You just said pack. You haven't mentioned with what or who or anything like that. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Draven, what? I don't mean to push further, and I apologize, but you said packed. You with what?
Tell you the truth, I'm not really sure. Circumstances for me making that pact were, I don't know how to describe it. Life or death, I guess. I'll tell the full story on the road.
As most pacts normally are, I would assume. Right. Well then, I guess we should head off. If you all are ready.
I'm ready.
Okay. So you guys gather your things, you guys gather a cart, and Draven, you're kind of sitting up front because you know where to go, more or less. How long is it to say, and I don't have an exact, so you feel free to run with this. From what you remember, how long is it from the town of Tidewater to your hometown? Well, past hometown.
So, how far are we, would you say we are from, like, the city where we're in when I first joined the campaign?
We're probably a week or two out, if not more.
Okay, probably the same distance then.
Okay. So, you guys start off. And, Dalamar, have you told anyone else about your vision?
Nope.
No. Okay.
Unless anybody else was listening when I spoke to Draven, no.
Okay. Dalamar.
Mm-hmm.
High or low?
Low.
Low. Okay.
Oof.
Okay. Maeve, what are you? You're a bard, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. Still.
Still.
She had to have heard it because she gave me the pep talk.
It wasn't really a pep talk. It was a more of breathe. You don't need to figure it out right now. Just let it sit. That's the kind of news that drives you crazy, you know?
Draven, give me a... Give me a history check with advantage, please.
Are you serious? It couldn't have been something that I have like a 9 or
I
10
said Draven.
plus.
Oh,
Oh, I
hey.
thought you said Raven. I'm like, I've got a +2 in history. Why not? Like, I don't know. Perception.
Oh,
plus
I'm a
9.
+5.
That's better than me.
18.
Okay. So, as you guys are traveling to your hometown, you take time. You're still kind of in your thoughts. I mean, it's pretty intense hearing that someone who looks like you and who's calling you son, well, not specifically you, calling somebody's son. I mean, that's kind of unnerving. I mean, you thought these people to be dead and gone, because you did this from your own hand. You watched them. You were the one that literally watched their soul go from their body. And you remember tales about 2 daggers. I believe it's 2. Hold, please. Yes. 2 daggers that have an almost angelic power to them. You remember that there was talk among your people about finding them because they could have led your clan to greatness. You Shatterkai are known for finding things and protecting things that of great value, to kind of put themselves on the map. You chose to. You didn't really choose to adventure because, well, you were banished. But thinking about the vision and thinking about your history, you don't know why, but you get the sense that maybe it's not in your hometown what you're looking for, or what Dalamar has spoken of, but more in the higher planes. Now, if you choose to tell the party, that is up to you, or if you want to continue on to your hometown, we can do that. What you run the show today.
Forget, did Dalmar tell me about the dagger part when they were telling me about he was telling me about the vision?
I thought they did. Dalamar?
I honestly, right this minute, don't remember if I told him or not.
I
think it was
remember
just
you
the
did.
father part.
No, you said, Dalamar, that the man handed the boy the dagger and said,
Okay.
"Here's, son." Okay. That I remember. I'm not going to remember it next week or 2 weeks from now, but I remember it right now.
I remember it right now.
Yeah,
So,
I
yeah.
do.
They did tell you that, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll tell him about it. Tell him. Just a story his mother used to tell him about a set of daggers that match that description.
Great. So, how do we get to the higher planes is the question.
I don't know. Draven was born in this plane. He's never been.
Sorry, that was Saya. She was kind of like responding to Draven talking about. She was, telling him about.
okay.
She was like, "Great, how do we get to the higher planes now?" Like, I mean, Draven could be like, "I don't know."
Unfortunately, I can't help you with that. I was born in this plane. I've never been to my ancestral grounds.
Well, we've got to be able to go by a library or something. There's got to be an archive somewhere where we can look shit up.
I mean, you're not wrong, I guess. No, yeah. So, I need. Y'all are doing this shit wrong. It's fine. It's fine.
Do we see any like really expensive carts anywhere?
There's not any really expensive carts anywhere.
I feel like that's scene from Judge Dredd.
So after a couple days, after about like, actually, Draven.
Yes.
I'm thinking. Give me a D20 roll, just a straight D20 roll.
Ew.
Okay. So you guys travel on for 2 days, and after 2 days, it doesn't seem like a large town. More of like an outpost kind of deal, with a few sporadic little huts and things. You see what looks like a small inn, what looks like a training ground for some guards, and you see what looks to be a blacksmith potion shop in the
so Valkyrie, not Solitude.
Yeah, in the distance. You guys head up. There's no guards in protecting the town. There doesn't seem to be as you walk in, there doesn't seem to be very many. There's order, but there's not order. It's more of a respect order than anything else. Everyone kind of keeps to themselves. There are many different races and from what you can tell, classes. There's elves, there's gnomes, you see a couple Shadar-Kais, which is weird for you because, again, you're not used to... You figured you were the only one that was traveling. You see some half-elves.
Any Goliath?
You see a couple Goliaths. You see... So it's a good mishmash of characters. But, yeah. What would you guys do?
Well, Maeve looks at the Goliaths to see if there's any meaning that she knows from their tattoos. She recognizes them, that's all.
Give me an insight check.
Well,
Plus
actually,
9.
the same of
Hell
Chris
yeah.
and the elves.
21.
You said same of Triss and the Elves?
Yeah, she's seeing if any of them look to be either from the Kingdom of Aluin or one of its, like, sister kingdoms or something.
Okay. Give me a
And
insight
what
check
was
as
that
well.
that we were supposed to roll? I'm sorry. Or was it just for...
Maeve and Triss are looking around to seeing if
Okay.
they not recognize specifically anyone from their clan, but like Maeve is looking at the Goliath, seeing if there's any tattoos that she would recognize from like neighboring clans or like anything like or even her own clan if someone had wandered in there. And then Triss is doing the same, only like any kind of like faces of elves and things like that, or like robes and armor and such that other neighboring clans would wear. So I'm sorry, Maeve, you got what?
21.
21. Okay. Triss, what did you get, or did you not roll yet?
Same thing.
Oh, well, that'll make it easier. Maeve, you... Oh, Lord. Actually do see a Goliath that you very much recognize. He's got... a tattoo over his eye, bald head, carries a glaive. Seems to be hanging out in front of their what looks like their temple. You recognize this as Venlum. Triss, you don't see anyone of specifics.
Zyrtec presents Zyrtalk.
Minody.
Standy. Did you know
Stop. Short.
You all see Maeve stop in her tracks. Just stop. Just freeze.
Odie, come on. I'm not going that way, bud.
If you all are stopping with her, or maybe you're just leaving her there. I mean, I don't, it's up to you guys.
You could just, who knows?
Well,
Yeah, I'm.
I feel like Triss would notice after a few steps that Maeve isn't with them and turn back.
Okay. So you all kind
Are
of
you
stop.
all right, darling?
Okay, sorry.
I don't know how I
Darling,
feel
you
about
look
this.
as though you've seen a ghost.
I have. Remember when we fought in that fucking forest and there were hags?
Oh yes, and I had to fly over a wall of fire to get to you. Oh wait, no, I couldn't fly over it. I went right through it.
Look straight ahead. At the Goliath.
Triss, you see the very man that you supposedly fought in the woods.
Chris, unsure if, this means this is go time or what to do. She's moved her front foot back into a more defensive posture.
Maeve puts her hand out and touches her on the arms, just like, relax. That actually probably is him.
Well, considering how our meeting went the last time, you can understand my concern.
Look at the. There's too many people. This is not a hag.
Unless
This
they're
is
all
not-
hags.
Yeah, unless they're all hags, and then we're in deeper shit than we thought. Yeah, I
Come on, Daisy.
I don't honestly know what to do.
Draven and Dalamar, you can now see the very man that both are looking at as well. And you recognize him as the one from, supposedly the one from that you fought as well.
So the war, I got a clear shot.
Nope. No. Sorry, no.
Look, darling, I'm not saying I'm ready to go, but if another ball of fire shows up, I am punching him in the dick.
Maeve is trying really hard not to laugh. DM, Turf, because I'm an idiot.
Of course. I love it.
Mavis gonna square her shoulders. You can tell she's trying to make a decision. Like, do I go up there or do I just I don't even know if I want to talk to him. God, it's been a long time.
He might have the answers you seek, darling. Or at least some of them.
Okay. I'm gonna go face him, and
Would you like me to accompany you? Or do you want to do this on your own?
I don't care if the whole party's there. I mean, that's fine. You know, backup is always helpful.
I mean, if he turns on you, it's probably a good thing. I mean, I know it wasn't him last time, but...
I'll kick his fucking ass. His ass is mine.
Yeah, it is.
She walks forward. Eyes on him the whole time. Glaive out.
Okay, he has his back to you. Talking with another, another random Goliath. You don't recognize any kind of signifying tattoos or anything of this one.
Male or female?
Male. They're having a drink, having a ale.
Oh, is he sitting?
Yeah.
Oh. She walks up and stands next to their table and looks at him. Doesn't say anything.
You walk up mid-conversation, and you know, they're both kind of laughing and chuckling, and, you know, he kind of throws back another sip of his ale, and the other Goliath at the table kind of, like, stops and gives you this weird side eye, like, can I help you? And he says, Anthony, my old friend, why have you come to... What has gotten you quiet on this fine day? And, he kind of, you know, takes another swig of his ale and sets it down and, like, looks where he's looking, where Anthony is looking, and he's, like, freezes. And just stares. Almost like he's seen a ghost. Rubs his eyes.
She goes, no, it's really me, Valenum.
It's...
Chris pokes Maeve.
So, are you happily married? How many kids you got? Did you survive the village getting attacked?
The village was attacked?
Oh, please. You stayed behind. I'm the one who left. Yeah, the village was attacked. And, like, destroyed.
But... How?
Oh, was your wife left back there?
Oh,
your
wife?
little kids?
I...
The woman you left me for, you fuckhead?
Maeve, I never married her.
You never told me that. I left because of that.
Maeve, I followed after you.
I thought you were supposed to be like one of the best trackers of our tribe. I wasn't trying to be sneaky. I left. I left a trail.
Which grew cold in 4 days.
I don't even know what to believe anymore.
I never wanted to marry her. You know who my parents are. You know who her parents are.
You made it very clear that we were done. And you broke my fucking heart.
I had because you don't think that broke my heart?
I don't know. You didn't tell me it broke your heart. You just said this is what's gotta happen.
You didn't
And I
give me
said,
time to
okay.
explain.
I stayed over. I didn't go and leave that night. You let me walk away.
You didn't want to hear it. I got punched in the face, if I remember.
Can Draven do an insight check on this guy?
Sure.
Yep. In fact, I'll do one too, because I want to know.
Why do I always roll poorly outside of battle?
You know
Roll
what?
real
Trish is
dice.
kinda.
We're all sitting there. We're all standing there together, right?
Yes.
Yep.
What the hell? I'll do an insight check too.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. That's a 5. I'm too distracted by.
What?
I'm too distracted.
Why did
by
it not
my
add
fiance.
anything?
Well, that's shit.
Oh
that's
no, I only
a
rolled.
14
Okay,
from
I
Trish.
only got a 14 because I rolled like shit. I'm using my inspiration because I've got to be able to read this guy better.
Fair enough. Draven, what'd you get?
I got a 10. Well, Dan, I had an extra inspiration. I wrote it up at the top, so I guess I'm down to 0 when
Raven-
I roll.
Raven, roll me an advantage. Roll.
Inspiration with advantage, or do you just
Well,
want
just
me to
another
roll
roll.
one more?
Just another roll.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's better.
What's that number?
25.
Okay.
Hello.
Because I have a +9. That 10 hurt.
wow. You got a natural 1?
Yeah.
God damn. You all can even though Dalamar, Triss, and Draven, you don't know who the only interaction with this guy you three have ever had he wanted to kill Maeve in the forest.
Mm-hmm.
You all can
But-
tell.
Maeve didn't buy that. She, you know,
What?
But you all can tell that he's not lying. He's very, very much shocked and in kind of trying to process through everything that Maeve has told him. But he's not lying.